Hello there, welcome to Tyke Farming in the Philippines. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, ding along, dong ding the bell. Tuesday morning, 3 men on site working on the piggery. I'm going downtown shortly and I'll be ordering the steelwork for the roof. So that's a big step forward, and I'll make a video. It might be here today. We're waiting for purlins to come in, or it might be here tomorrow. But there's quite a lot of steel, and I'll give you the cost of it and whatever have you. So I'll make a couple of videos throughout the day, and we'll get back to you later. We're down the bottom end. It's quite a warm day. Sun's shining. All that right hand side now from this end is completed with posts, same as the left hand side, and we're working on the posts in the middle. And we've got 3 posts set in, shuttered up, ready for pouring, and then another 3 holes dug by the looks of it for pouring tomorrow. So we seem to be going 3 posts a day is what we're running at. Now of course all the metal work has to be bent into shape and prepared, and the holes have to be dug. I was talking the other day, which is reminding me, because I've ordered a new length. This is a plastic pipe they use to find the level. It's full of water, or half full of water, whatever, and then they go from one post across the bottom end. The water's self-leveling, and that gives them the level. I suspect that one's not long enough now to get that'll go between post and post, but it won't go between this post and the far post, and they'll have to get the level for the floor, for the concrete floor. I don't know how many meters I ordered. I just had a list, and I give them the list. I suspect I've ordered quite a long length of that, so they can get the level of the floor, which is 30 foot across, if you remember rightly. Maybe 25 foot across. So that's what we're doing today. I'll make another video this evening, 5 o'clock, and see what else has been done. Them will be poured this afternoon. They're on lunch break now. And more holes dug and Rio bar bent, I would imagine. The logs have all gone out. Well, there's a couple just about still smouldering. I'll maybe light them this afternoon, I don't know. Depends how lazy I am. I'll speak to you later. Right. The steelwork's just arrived. Quite a lot of iron work on there. The bill for this was 96,000 pesos. So there's 15 bags of cement and a few bits and pieces, and a full box of welding rods, which are expensive. So there's probably 85,000 pesos worth of metal, which is £1,200, 2,400 Australian dollars, and there's enough metal on there to complete the roof. There'll be tin sheet on top of that, which will be a similar bill. But at the end of the piggery, I'll give you all the costings, but about £1,200 worth of metal for the roof, and a similar figure for the tin sheeting. I can go cheaper tin sheeting, you always can go cheaper, but the Synchronium sheets, ribbed ones like this, in the normal weight what we'd use in Australia, works out no cheaper. Because of the length of them, you have to put extra sheets in to cover the distance, whereas this ribbed stuff you can get longer lengths. But if you went cheaper, this is the cheapest sheeting. I don't know how thick it is. It's not much thicker than baking foil, so a complete waste of money if you use that. So you got to go for the best value for money, and that roof on the veranda was good value for money. I don't know, I think the steel work for that was 40,000 pesos, and the tin sheeting was a similar price. So the Piggery roof is double the cost, but it's double the size, of course. So I'll give you a better look at the steel when it's on the ground. That's the metal on the ground. These here are purlins. They're not too expensive, and they're not heavy either. But there's a fair amount of them. But it's a big roof. But this is where the money is. The angle iron. There's 2-inch angle iron, 1.5 inch angle iron. And that's very heavy. And expensive. Now, I'm looking there at 80,000 pesos, £1,200, 2,400 Australian dollars. I don't know what it'd cost in Australia or UK, but I'm pretty sure it'd be a lot more than £1,200, especially if it's Australian steel or British steel. This will be Chinese steel, of course. But I think they do have steel works within the Philippines, so it could be Filipino steel. I found out yesterday or the day before they've got shipbuilding facilities for ocean-going ships in Cebu, down south of Cebu. So if they've got shipbuilding capability on that scale, they've built cruise liners and that, but merchant ships, you know, proper big ocean-going vessels and tankers, if they've got that facility in Cebu, they could easily have, somewhere in the Philippines, steel-making facilities, blast furnaces and that, so it could well be Filipino steel. But I think we've got value for money. But of course, the cost of things is always important. Anybody watching this channel with an idea to building in the Philippines, whether it be a house, a chicken hut or whatever, the cost is of interest to a lot of people. So this is why I'm doing the costings. I'll give a complete costing eventually of the Piggery when it's built, and then I'll give the costings of fitting it out, or an idea of costings anyway. To conclude today's video, back down the bottom end, 3 posts there in the middle ready for pouring, haven't been poured. They said today, they'll pour them tomorrow morning, but they wanted today to finish the holes, to get the holes done. Which is not just a case of digging holes, it's a case of measuring up as well, with plumb lines, string lines, and getting the depth of the holes organised. So the holes are completed. It's been cloudy today, still warm but cloudy, so it's a digging day, they decided. And all the holes are dug now to the depths required, all measured up, etc. And they were short of some VO bar. We've got VO bar down the bottom, but not the right diameter. So they're all ready to go with the iron work again in the morning, with a load of the horizontal ones bent. And I can see what the problem is. I think these are too short. But anyway, the VO bar's on site now. So tomorrow we'll get them poured, the next 3 in line, and probably tomorrow afternoon, if it's gone off on these ones, they'll get them shuttered up, ready to pour tomorrow morning, the following morning. So we'll leave it there, and we'll make another one tomorrow.